welcome back to MalStorm Gaming. My name is Malachi Gardner. Today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Enchanters using its newest expansion, the Darklands. Hope you'll enjoy the video. Alright, so I have a game of Enchanters using the Darklands expansion here. Basically set up. The last thing we need to do is choose our starting class and banner. So I've randomly selected these 4 cards from the expansion here, and so we're going to be able to choose one of these 2 banners and one of these 2 classes. So let's take a look at these. So we have the Troll banner, and it says whenever you pass a equipment card on the journey track, whenever you pass an item on the journey track, heal 1 health, so that's pretty good. Or we have the Selhing banner, which says you can take 1 wound to get 2 armor. So you can choose between one of those for our starting item. And then we have our starting enchantment, which is either of Witches, which is whenever you place a item, monster, or whenever you place a monster, item, or enchantment on the graveyard, take 1 gem. Or you can go for of mediums, and you can place a item on the graveyard to gain 4 gems there. So we can choose which ones of these we want. I think I'm going to go with the Troll banner, maybe Troll banner of Witches. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so then these 2 are going to be set aside here, and so for this game we're going to be using just cards from the expansion. So we have our werewolves, the trolls, we have witches, and ghosts. So those are the 4 kingdoms for this game. And then for our location we have the multi-action, which is the standard one for all of the locations, which is pay 2 gems to get 1 attack. And then we have a static ability here that says all monsters get +1 attack for every 5 wounds you have. And we can use a rest action to take 3 crystals, to take 3 gems, or we can use a rest action to heal 1 wound for every 5 you have. So that is very focused on wounds, of course, being the vampire's location. And so we're going to be using the Automa. So I have 1 player set up, and then we're going to use the Automa to determine what cards he's going to draft from here. In this video, I'm just going to be going over the new expansion rules, although there's not many. If you want to know fully how to play Enchanters, I do have a separate video that I'll link up in the corner there, and you can go follow that to go to a video playthrough where I do go through in depth on all the rules. So starting off the round, we're going to go ahead and draw our Automa card. So it's almost there, so we're going to go ahead and take this card here, and that's going to go into our pile there. A little bit off screen. And then we can rest and take 1 wound and discard any card, and then we can journey to the market for the top card. So if we wanted to take of the frog, we could by paying all those costs. So we're not going to do that, I don't think. It's pretty expensive. So we're going to slide all the cards down, and then we'll take a look at all these real quick. So the candle here gives us 1 attack and then 1 defense. Then we can bury this card to ignore your item and then count your enchantment 1 more time. We could take the Spirit Board, which is 1 attack and 1 defense. And you can use a rest action to take 1 gem for each enchantment you have, which I actually like that quite a bit. That's pretty cool. Confusion. This will give us 1 attack and 2 defense temporarily, 1 attack permanently, and then whenever you pass an item or enchantment on the journey track, you lose 1 gem. That's not great, although it gives you really good stats. Conjuring, 1 attack, 1 defense. Place this item on the graveyard to get 6 defense there. Broom, 1 defense and then 1 attack. And you can place a monster on the graveyard to unbury 1 of your items, enchantments, or monsters. And then finally, the new card that just came out, the Dire Wolf. 3/3, and when he comes out, when he's revealed, which is right now, we're going to flip the moon token, and he gets +3/+3 during a full moon. So, when the first time the card tells us to flip the moon token, we are just going to flip it like a coin, so I'll just do that, and it's off screen, and it is a full moon. Any other times we're told to flip it, we're just going to flip it over to the other side. So it starts out random side, and then we're going to go from then on just to the other side there. And we'll go ahead and place this on our village there. Since it is a full moon, this guy's going to get +3/+3 to his stats. And then if it was a new moon, then some of the more human-based cards would get more buffs. So that's that there. I think then I'm just going to go for the free card here and just grab the candle. So I'm going to get 1 to each of my stats, starting off there, and then we're going to slide all these cards down, revealing a new card, which is the map, which has 1 attack and 1 defense, and then and it gives you an ability that says your journey costs are halved and rounding up. So that is pretty cool. I'd like to get that. But we're going to take the number 2 slot here, so Of Confusion is gone. So then these cards all slide down, revealing a new card, which is a Torch. And this gives you 1 defense, but then if you have a new moon, it gives you additional 2 attack and 2 defense. So that's that there. Alright, so I like the idea of the map. That seems pretty cool. But that costs 4 gems to go to this space, and I have 5, so that would be basically all my money. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab the spirit board here. And, you know, it's free, so don't want to pay for anything right now. So we're going to get 1 attack there, and then we'll go up to 2 defense. And the new card for the Automa is going to be slot number 2, so the broom's going to go away. So we'll slide all these over and reveal 2 new cards this time. So we have the Hag, who is 8-2 for 8 points, and when you defeat her, you're going to turn the top monster into a frog, and then target player turns the top monster into a frog. And frogs cards over here, we have a whole stack of them, so aren't really able to run out. And they have 1/1 for their stats. They give you 1 point, but then you can remove this card from the game to take a crystal. So frogs aren't terrible, but if you have a big old creature here, or even just, you know, if you have a nice monster here like this direwolf, you have 4 points, and that gets turned into a frog, you're suddenly losing quite a few points. So it's that, and then we have Of Etherealness, so it gives you 1 defense and then 1 defense permanently, and you can bury this card to have the health of target monster, and you round up for that. So that's a pretty cool card there. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this map. It seems pretty cool. Now it's costing 2, so I'll pay that and grab a 1. And so now our stats are going to go up a little bit more. So we have 3 defense and 1 attack still. And then our journey costs are halved, so that'll make it easier to go out and explore. And so the new card here is going to be In a Blink of an Eye. So the card I just revealed, which is Mortar, which says you can place a monster on the graveyard to take 3 crystals, or to take 3 gems, or heal 2. That's going away. And the new card is going to be a Familiar, which is a 4/1, and when your turn begins, you're just going to take 1 gem. So I really like that. Alright. So let's go ahead and take Of Conjuring, because it's free, so we can have 2 attack there, and then beef up our defense even more, so up to 4. So we're getting a pretty solid defense here. And the new card is going to be almost there, so that's going to go ahead and take out this Etherealness card here, and then we'll reveal 2 new cards to replenish that. Of Curses, so that gives us 1 defense temporarily and 1 defense permanently, and when you take it, you're going to give this enchant target player. That player turns the top monster into a frog, so that's that. And then Lycanthropy, you get +4 attack during a full moon, and then you get 1 defense permanently, so I like that quite a bit. I think I want to get some more gems, and this wolf here is pretty powerful, so let's get rid of him. So I'm going to rest, and he's going to go over here, and I'm going to take 3 gems, so we'll take 3 of those, slide everything down, just so we can have a decent amount of money here. Coin here gives us 1 attack and then 1 defense, and you can bury this card and take 2 gems and flip the moon token. So that can be good to control that a bit. The new card, okay, so it's almost there. So we're going to take the Of Curses, and then the replenishing card will be of Herbalism, and it gives us 1 attack permanently, and then whenever you place a monster, enchantment, or item on the graveyard, you're going to heal 1 health or take 2 gems there. I am going to grab this coin here. This normally costs 4, but I have the map, so it's only going to cost me 2. And I did pass 1 item on the way there, so I normally would have healed, but I'm at full health anyway. So I'm going to take the coin here, and so my defense is going to go up by 1. And so the coin will be nice, because then I can choose if I want to keep it here on the full moon, or if I want to go to the new moon and grab this torch here. Alright, so the next card here is going to be the pistol, which is very similar to the torch here, but it gives us 1 attack permanently, and then 2 attack and 2 defense during a new moon, during a full moon. So that's that, and the new card will be taken, will be the Herbalism card. And we'll replenish that with an Angry Mob, which is 2/2, and when it is revealed, we're going to flip the moon token. So I don't even need to use my coin there, and it gets +2/+2 during a new moon. So it's actually a 4/4 right now. So since we're in the new moon, this torch looks pretty good. So let's grab that. So now we're going to readjust my stats, and since it is a new moon, my torch is going to actually be giving me 2 attack and 3 defense. So we have 2, 3 attack total, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defense. So we're getting pretty tanky here, though I do need a little bit more attack power to take out some of these tougher monsters. So we're having a new card there. Okay, so the Anger Mob is going to be removed by the Automa, and then we'll take a look at these 2 new cards we revealed. So we have the Wraith here, which is the 6/12, and when in combat with this monster, we're going to ignore our weapons, our items, but we're going to count our enchantments one more time. So that's not great because I actually don't have too many enchantments, so I probably can't fight him very easily. We'll take Poltergeist here, which is a 2/1, and when in combat with this monster, you're going to ignore your items. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take out this familiar here. So it's going to cost me 1 to travel there, and I need 1 more attack. So I have 3 attack, she has 4 health, so let's go ahead and pay 2 gems to give myself an extra attack there, using that multi-action. That gives me enough to take her out, and then she only has 1 attack, which I block with my 8 defense. So I get a point there, and then whenever my turn begins, I'm just going to take a gem. So that's pretty cool. So then, revealing a new card for the Automa. The Moondragon is going to go away, so let's read him before he does. So 8/8. And when this monster is on the journey track, you're going to ignore the moon token. So actually, I'm not too sad that he's gone because I would like to be able to benefit from that new moon there. We have a talisman here. So it says you can place a monster on the graveyard to get 5 defense, and it gives you 1 attack permanently. Okay, so my turn begins. I'm going to gain a gem there, and then let's see. So I can't take out that witch. Honestly, probably not going to be able to take it out for a long time, and the longer it sits here, I'm just going to have to pay more to travel along the journey track, so I think I'm going to rest and get rid of that. So I'm going to take 3 gems, and then we'll slide everything down, and the new card will be the pistol that's taken, which I actually would not have minded having the pistol, so that's unfortunate. Okay, so then we're going to look at the 2 new cards here. So we have of Silver, which is +4 defense during a new moon, and it gives you 1 attack. And then we have of Hunting, which is 1 defense and 1 attack, and you can bury this card to ignore your armor, but count your enchantments 1 more time. Alright. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab... Oh, first, begin my turn, I'm going to take a gem. Don't want to forget that. Alright, so I think I'm going to start by taking these lycanthropy cards. So, give me 1 defense, but then I'll end up losing 1 attack. So, go down to 2 attack, 9 defense. Very, very well defended here. So, let's grab this card here. Alright, it's going to be the of Hunting that's being taken away. And then the 2 new cards. First, we have the Shiro here, which is 4/2. 4/1, and then whenever you pass this monster on the journey track, you're going to take 1 gem. So essentially, when you're counting spaces while journeying, you can skip his spaces, how it eventually works out. And then we have the White Lady, which is 1/5, and while in combat with this monster, you're going to ignore your items. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this of Silver, so I'm going to spend 3 gems there, and then, first, actually gain 1 because of my familiar, then I'm going to spend 3 to take the of Silver. So I'm going to get 1 attack here, so let's recalculate my stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defense, and then 1 attack, but then I get +4 defense during a full moon, so I'm going up to 13 defense here. So I have a lot of defense. I've maxed out, basically, my defense there, but I only have 1 attack, so not great. Hopefully get some more attacks soon. We can, the blink of an eye will take out the hatchet, which is whenever you pass a monster on the journey track, you take 1 gem, which I actually would have really liked to have. So I could use a rest action, take 1 wound, and pay 1 gem to journey and take that hatchet there. Oh no, I forgot that the torch gives me 2 extra attack because of the new moon. So actually 3 attack. So I could grab the hatchet there if I wanted to. Let's first reveal this card. So we have a werewolf, so it's 4/4. When it's revealed, we're going to flip the moon token. And then he gets +4/+4 during a full moon. Since it's now a full moon, both of these no longer are active, so my stats actually go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my stats go down to 7 defense and 1 attack, so rather pitiful. So I think I am going to go ahead and take the hatchet there. So I'm going to take a rest action, so he goes here. I'm going to take 1 wound, and then pay 1 gem, and then I'm going to grab the hatchet. So now whenever I pass a monster on the track, I'm going to take 1 gem. Oh, I forgot to grab the gem because of my familiar. I'm going to probably continue to forget that. So I have 2 attack now, and then still have 7 defense. And then we're going to go ahead and shuffle this up real quick. All right, reveal a new card. The Will-O-Wisp is going to go away. So this is a 2/5, and whenever you pass this on the journey track, you're going to take 1 wound. New card is going to be a Cursed Dragon. So he's a 7/7, and when he is taken out, each player turns the top monster into a frog. So now let's go ahead and first we're going to take a gem there for our familiar, and then I think I will go ahead and take out this Poltergeist. So when in combat with him, we're going to ignore our items. So we just have these enchantments here. So we have 2 defense and 1 attack for this fight. So I'm going to pay 2 gems, get +1 attack, and take out the Poltergeist. So then skipping over here. Oh, I have another Poltergeist that I just dropped there, so that's going to be the new card. And then the Automa will take the Cursed Dragon, which now he's taken 2 out of 4 dragons, so that's a lot of points I'm no longer going to be able to get. Of Water Walk. Whenever you pass an item or enchantment on the journey track, you're going to take 1 gem. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a Talisman here, just to get some more attack there. Let's move this down. So we have 1 extra attack. Okay, and then I can put a monster on the graveyard to get 5 defense if I wanted to. Revealing a new card. Okay, it's another Will-O-Wisp. And then we're going to take the Poltergeist out. Slide all that down. We have another Angry Mom, so we're going to flip the moon token again, which is going to change my stats now that it's back to a new moon. So a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defense, and 3 attack still. So we're back up to being really highly defensible. So let's see what we want to do. Oh, I think actually the White Lady is now definitely beatable, so I'll pay 1 gem there. Now, since I passed this monster here, I'm going to take 1 gem. So let's grab this, and then the White Lady. When fighting her, I'm going to ignore all these items here, but my silver gives me 4 defense, so total I have 6 defense here, and then only need 1 attack, which is all I have. So take her out and get 6 points there. Ghost Dragon. So the new card is going to take out the Angry Mob. And then the 2 new cards here, we have a Ghost Dragon, which is a 12/12, and he gets -1/-1 for each item he has. But when you're in combat with this dragon, you're going to ignore all your items. And then another White Lady. So let's just go ahead and see how much that dragon would actually be. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. So he's actually a 4/4. Which is actually not terrible, although I only have 1 attack from my enchantments, so I really need more attack. That's really the thing I need. Let's see, there's no items here that are going to give me more attack, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 gems to buff my attack, and I'll go ahead and fight the Shiro here, so that will be defeating him, and then I think I might need a rest to get more gems. I need more attack, but nothing's coming up. You have more attack, which is unfortunate. So, too far to even bother. Take the White Lady here. And then we have Of Life. Whenever you pass a monster on the journey track, we're going to heal 1 wound, and then we'll have 1 defense there for that card permanently. Then I'm going to rest get rid of this werewolf. Fortunately, it's 6 points, but can't really do too much about it. Alright, we have another angry mob, so we're going to flip the token again. And so now we lose our 4 defense from the silver card. We're going to take from under your nose. We'll take over the wisp here. Alright, and then we have a potion, which gives me attack, which is great, and 1 defense. And then we can place this on your graveyard to heal 5. So, I want to take this potion, although it costs 5 right now. So I think I'll start off by taking this with Water Walk. So I'll slide all that down. So now it'll give me 2 extra defense, so back up to 9. And then I'm not reliant on the moon anymore. So this is a Swamp Dragon, which is a 10-5, and you cannot pass this dragon on the journey track. And then after you defeated him, you can't pass any dragons on the journey track. So that'll make things a little bit tricky. But we'll reveal the new card here, and it is almost there. So I'll take out this angry mob, and then revealing a new card of the moon. So it's a 1/1, 1 defense, 1 attack, and you can bury this card to heal 1 and flip the moon token. Okay, so although even if I really wanted this, I can't actually grab this because the dragon's here, and so I can't go past the swamp dragon. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this potion. So I'm going to pay 3, grab the potion, and then I passed the Shiro here, and so when I pass him, I gain 1 gem there. And then I also have my troll. Okay, so then we'll take that, and then that'll give me 1 attack and 1 defense. So I'm up to 4, so I can actually do stuff. Alright, so the new card, we'll take out the Shiro here, so he's gone. Alright, and then we have this chain here. Gives us 1 attack, and then you can pay 3 gems and bury this card to swap your monster with a monster on the journey track, which is really great. I think it's very cool. Also a very fun ability. Okay, so now I should be able to take out this ghost dragon, potentially. So let's see. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weapons. So he's a 3/3. I unfortunately... Now, again, you're only counting enchantments, so I would be down, still down to 1 attack there. So he would be a 3/3, but I still don't have enough attack power. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I missed this last time. When I grabbed the item here, the potion here, I should have gained 1 gem because I passed the of life. So I'll go ahead and do that right now because I have my water block there. Okay, so I can't go past the swamp dragon, and I can't really take out the ghost dragon. So let's go ahead and just grab the of life. So I'll pay 1 gem, grab the of life, which will give me an extra defense, but that actually balances out from the defense I lost from there, so nothing happens. Okay, so... ooh, the dragon's actually going to be taken. So now he's taken 3 out of 4 dragons. So that's a lot of scoring opportunities that I've lost, but I just do not have the attack to do too much of anything. So we have a dire wolf, so we're going to flip the moon token. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and take of the moon. So that is going to give me 1 extra attack and 1 extra defense. And very importantly, that is an enchantment, so I should be able to get the ghost dragon now. So let's go ahead and recount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defense. Okay, cool. So then we'll reveal a new card, and it's going to be whatever card we draw. So the troll that we just drew is actually going to be discarded by the Atoma. So it's a 7/3, and wherever you pass this monster on the journey track, you're going to lose 2 gems. So you have to pay his toll. And then we have a Mandrake here, which is a 2/5. And when your turn begins, you're going to heal 1 health. Alright, so I am very close to being able to take out this Ghost Dragon. Unfortunately, though, he's still a 3/3. And after I take out all of my weapons, or my items rather, I'm still down to 2 attack. And I only have 1 gem, so I need really 1 more gem to be able to take him out. But I can't. So... I think I have to rest and get rid of him, but that's really unfortunate because that's 12 points I'm just not going to be able to get. I'm really not doing too well. I'm at 13 points right now, I think. 15 points. 15 points right now, which is really bad. So, unfortunately, yeah, we're really running low on cards here. So, I only have 3 cards left on the deck. So, I'm going to need to try to get as many points as I can, and I can't take out the Ghost Dragon, I guess. So... and really, unfortunately, I only have 1 gem. I'm gonna have to rest and get rid of this guy so that I can get 3 more gems. That's really painful because now I'm not gonna be able to take out any of the dragons, and I'm probably not gonna be able to win. So let's go ahead and grab a card here. So the familiar is going to go away. Another Mandrake. So now let's take out this Poltergeist. So we're going to ignore all our items. We have 2 attack and 1 defense from our enchantment, so we can take him out without taking any wounds. All right. Last card is another Shiro, so we're going to reveal a new card here, and we're going to take out the Mandrake. And now we're down to the last 5 cards. So I just need to do what gives me the most points. So let's take out this Dire Wolf, pay 2 for that. I passed an item there, so I'm going to use my Troll to heal, Troll Banner to heal 1, and then he's a 3/3, and so I can take him out. Then we will shuffle up and reveal the new card. Okay. So, this is a card that was already... This card would discard an empty slot, so we're just going to discard the next closest one to the left. So we'll do that. Okay. And then these boulders are just going to give me 1 point, so I may as well just take the familiar. It's a little bit weaker, yes. So we'll do that. And then new card, we'll take out the Mandrake, and then I'll take the Chain. And oh, that's gonna be the end of the game. This is actually really pitiful. Rather pitiful. Do not have many points. So let's go ahead and just add up how many points. So I have 22 points, which is a terrible score. I have plenty of defense. I do not have any lack in defense, but I only have 5 attack there, which is really unfortunate, because I would have been able to take out so many other monsters and dragons if I had been able to get more points, or more attack, which would give me more points. So that's rather unfortunate. Still had fun playing, and I hope you all had a fun time watching that. So it's just a taste of what came in the expansion there. So yeah, I thought these factions were pretty cool. Hopefully we'll have a review up soon. And thank you all so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please like the video and consider subscribing to MalStorm Gaming to see more content like this. And until next time, happy gaming!